pressed start streaming.
Okay.
We'll see if it pops up. I can never be sure.
Big box of I got a thing for YouTube. Big box
Oh,
of
YouTube is
gamers.
live. It's got good stream health. I'm gonna test the sound. Oh, thanks for the host, Tim.
Okay.
I turned off the Twitch alerts for the stream, but I got the sound still. I hate how Twitch makes me watch an advertisement on my own channel.
You don't have. Oh, you don't have.
Not on the
Prime?
big box Twitch.
Oh yeah, that's right.
On the big box Twitch, I have to watch an ad on my own live stream. But either way, because of the fact that there's an advertisement, holy crap, this is the longest 5-hour energy ad I have ever watched. What the crap is this?
Is it literally 5 hours?
God, I hope not. Welcome to the GNL show.
I was taking a drink of my coffee, damn it. Your hosts tonight are myself, Captain Hook or Tim, whatever, and Greg C96. Hey, dude.
How goes it? Let's roll that intro.
From forth the questionable minds of
I'm not going to comment on the
bring
sound
you
of
the
the speech, but I bet it
GNL
works.
show.
Oh, crap. How you doing, Tim?
I'm okay. I'm trying to host, and my thing just kicked it back to somebody else. I'm gonna have to go ahead and make sure that doesn't happen again.
Yeah, I should host the stream too.
So I have to go into, is that settings or in that channel or?
So I made it up to 66 followers on Twitch. I gained a couple yesterday.
Nice. Channel or?
So
I
that's a
am almost.
You're almost at 800 now.
I'm like at 720 something, but I'm almost even with my YouTube and my Twitch are almost even.
That's cool.
It's interesting.
YouTube
For sure.
Or Twitch is more fun though.
Twitch is a lot more fun. If anybody's getting into this stuff,
If
man.
you have a good okay, so here's the thing about Twitch, right? I think Twitch requires obviously better internet and a little bit better of a computer than YouTube. Like let's dash that misconception. That being said, if you have the equipment that's a little bit better, which frankly most people have pretty decent equipment nowadays that are doing games and want to get into this type of thing. I think anyways. I could be totally wrong. I'm going to retract that comment because I have no clue. But anywho, I think Twitch is it's a lot easier.
It is, yes.
It's so much easier, I think. And
the only thing...
oh yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Just finish your thought there.
It's easier. It takes less time, and I personally think it's more fun because you get real time interaction once you start. Once you've done it for a little while, it's a grind at the start, and I think the grind on Twitch is harder than the grind on YouTube because in YouTube you're talking to yourself, not expecting a response. On Twitch, you're kind of going in with the fact that you're expecting people to be responding to you. So I think it's a little hard to get over that in the first place on Twitch.
That could be. I'm trying to remember how that was for me.
For me, I don't think I cared because I can talk for however long to myself and not give a shit.
Right. If you really like editing, go ahead on YouTube, and to a point, if you really like editing, YouTube is easier, but that takes a lot more time. It's basically doubled the time.
Yeah, because you have to actually sit down and record the stuff. Then you have to re-watch it again in its entirety to chop it down. So like a 10-minute gaming type video like CNanners or whoever makes, that's just the first one that came to mind, or Captain Sparkles or whoever. That takes like 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah.
CNanners probably even takes longer because his is all spread out through multiple games. So like you're talking pretty solid time commitment to YouTube.
Oh yeah, like
Which is why I love the MHC videos because they're easy.
Because you can't edit those. It's against the rules.
Exactly.
So it's boom. What you see is what you get.
Yeah. Which is why I started live streaming those.
Yeah. Well, that's a good idea. like Sunday's 100 Ways to Die video. They're right around in between 20 and 23 minutes, I believe. Those probably take okay, so you got the time that it takes for him to play it, which is probably, I'm just guessing here because I don't know how much he edits out, but you're looking at least half an hour.
So
And
who is
then you
this?
got to go back Sunday.
Okay, Sunday. Yeah.
And then you got to go back and edit everything. So that's going to take at least the same amount of time that it took to record. So
And then
there you're
render
looking,
time.
well, I mean, I don't really consider rendering time working on it because
That's okay. That's
it's a
true.
computer
But
working.
it's time where your PC is being used, where it's a little bit
That's-
harder
yes.
to do other things.
That's true.
So it
Unless
makes it
you're-
harder to multitask.
Yeah.
Even on your machine,
Like-
you got to notice it slows down when you're rendering.
I generally don't try to do things while I'm rendering because I got other computers. So
Oh, that's true. You have two desktops, so you probably render at the upstairs hot AMD system and then stream on your Intel system.
I don't have an Intel system except for
The
the Razer.
downstairs is the Intel system that has a high-end i7 in it.
Oh, for the chip
Yeah, the one I built you. Yeah, it's Intel based
see,
with
I'm-
a AMD graphics card
Yeah, I keep thinking card.
because it was cheaper than the 980 Ti for very close performance. Like the percentage wise made sense, and that kept
Okay.
us at like your $2,000 budget.
No, I didn't really have a budget, but
Yeah, but you
But
had a
the-
budget before Peridot started yelling.
she didn't really yell that much actually. The Razer I use more for editing now. I'll download the stuff that I do on Twitch and I'll edit it on that because it works out. It's actually a pretty decent little editing laptop.
Yeah, well, with the 960, especially for VideoPad, it probably works really good. I'm trying
Yes.
to get over the price tag scare
Mm-hmm.
of Final Cut Pro and start using my MacBook Pro for editing. Because I do like my MacBook Pro. It's a pretty good little machine. The battery life on it's really freaking good. It's super portable. And I like it. Like, it's just, in Final Cut Pro, it's supposedly faster render times and stuff.
How
Like-
much is that?
They take, like, a equivalently priced Windows PC and run Premiere, which is one of, like, your kind of standard things right now. They'll click render on Premiere.
Mhm.
And then they'll go turn the MacBook Pro on, launch Final Cut, import the clips, do the same edits, click export, and it still finishes first.
How much is the program?
Final Cut Pro is $300.
That's a lot for an editing program.
Exactly. I've run a trial before, and the trial of it was freaking great. I'm trying to see if I can do another trial because I haven't used it in a while.
Well, I guess it's all going to be how much do you use it, you know?
Exactly, because I don't mind throwing my footage on an SSD and then plunking the SSD into like my Thunderbolt port on my MacBook. You know,
Yeah.
so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I also don't even necessarily, frankly, for the edits on my videos, for the most part. Well, I have VideoPad on my MacBook Pro, anyways, so I can make the transition. The only thing that limits VideoPad on the MacBook Pro is my MacBook Pro only has a dual-core 4-thread i5 because it's a little bit older.
Yeah.
Because I have a 2012, so my MacBook's like 5 years old at this point.
Yes.
Yeah, and then my other laptop, it gets way too hot to edit. It's a Dell Latitude that it just refuses to cool properly. It's driving me nuts.
Yar. Yeah, some of those can get pretty.
Like, it's a really good laptop for a lot of things. It's just editing is not one. It doesn't. It's an Ultrabook, so it just doesn't have the cooling necessary.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
one time when it was rendering, it literally shut off due to heat.
It was glowing red.
That's only one of 2 computers that I've ever had shut off due to heat on me. And the last one was
Wow.
a used laptop that I got from my dad's work, and he works in a factory that makes abrasive products.
Well,
So that thing was jam full of crap.
I bet
Yeah.
there was no air circulation.
Yeah. It was kind of disgusting. Yeah. The other thing I'm trying to do too, I'm trying to find a really good Linux editing software.
I don't know anything about Linux, so I can't help you out there.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there's all the options are relatively kind of like iMovie replacement type things.
Okay.
And the type of editing I've done, not that I do like really in-depth editing, it's kind of at this point a little bit past the movie maker realm.
Jump cut.
Right. I need to start doing those again. Those are... Oh, let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Hold on. I gotta find a comment here. Oh, I'll pull it up on my phone because YouTube Creator Studio is really good for looking at comments and stuff. I've been using Creator Studio now on my phone.
Have you?
Yeah, it's really nice. Because it sends notifications to my phone now for comments. Because for a while, YouTube notifications were messed up, so I was missing comments.
Oh.
Oh, so hold on. As a side note, at this point, everyone's seen my MHC episode 2. I died. Really quickly. Yeah, but whatever. I died really quickly. Java Dad commented on the video. He was like, wow, only a few seconds into day 2. Bummer. But on the bright side, I bet you get the award for the shortest MHC ever. See you next month. I was like, I should look into that. I bet I have the shortest one. Because if no one dies on day 1, and I died 15 seconds into day 2...
That's impressive. I haven't even done that.
That's a record that I don't know if it'll be easily broken.
That would be... I mean, it's definitely possible, but I mean, the timing just has to be just
like
impeccable.
Yeah. I feel like you almost have to try. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hold on. I'm trying to find this comment. This is like a while ago. There's this dude who he got really into my videos for a while, and I haven't seen him since. So
scared him off.
Yeah, he decided I was kind of entertaining, but then more annoying than anything else, apparently.
Okay.
So his comment was on my CSGO is a team-based game, don't be a dick video.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes, it's 5 a.m. here, and I just died of laughter and woke my whole family up when you did the jump cut.
Okay.
So people enjoy it, apparently. Maybe that's why he left. I haven't been doing enough jump cuts.
There you go. The people demand more jump cuts.
I should also re-record that with a better camera and lighting. Maybe do it on a green screen.
That would probably be better looking. The end that you do just freaks me out.
It does?
Yes, I don't like that dude.
You don't like Matt?
Whoever that is, no, it looks like a
well, he's
child pornographer guy. It's just...
Well, I mean, it doesn't help that he's wearing a Spider-Man costume that's like 4 sizes too small.
Right, that's what I'm talking about. It's like Buffalo Bill or something. No.
I'm thinking about changing my outro again anyways, because it was funny for a while, but it's wearing off now on me.
Give me nightmares.
Yeah, it's wearing off on me a bit now. I gotta figure out a new cool outro, though, before I can get rid of it entirely. I might go back to a type of thing like I did a few years ago. Or not a few years ago. I did it for a couple of videos, where I basically had me chilling in front of my computer, talking like, hey, thanks for watching the video. Here's some of my other videos. Why don't you click on them?
Yeah.
I did that for a couple of things. I just gotta re-record one. That's basically it.
Do it.
But yeah, so... Shit, what was I even talking about?
I look angry in this picture.
On which picture? Something
on the
Facebook or
no? On the stream.
Oh, your cartoon?
Yeah.
Well, send me a better picture then if you don't want to look as angry.
Well, that's actually what I look like this weekend.
Did you even have your headset on so you could yell in Xander's ear?
No, that would.
Did you have a little? Did he have a little earwig that you were communicating with him?
Earpiece.
Yeah.
In-ear monitor? No.
You're just sitting on the sidelines. Block the freaking puck! 34 saves is not enough!
It wasn't.
He needed 41.
Yes, he needed 3 shutouts for them to have a chance.
Right.
Because I think they only scored, 1.1 goal in each game?
I think that sounds about right. Yeah.
Like the first team that we played against, it was weird. We'd played them before, and we lost. I think it was 8-6. But I mean, it was at one point in time we were up 5-3,
Okay.
and their goalie was a sieve, and this goalie, I'm pretty sure it was a different goalie because this dude was doing like some awesome leg stops and stuff, and the other kid could barely stand up. So I don't know. They were a fast team.
Okay.
We really could have won the last 2 games, but we just had
Unfortunately, that's kind of the problem with Pee Wee hockey. You don't really have to try out. You just kind of get into it, right?
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, the hard part for me was we had played so much better in the year, and then just to kind of shit the bed, so to speak, was very frustrating.
Well, the other thing too, and I don't know if it's exactly the same type of thing, but I've seen this mentality in robotics as well. A lot of people are just satisfied with getting to Worlds or getting to Nationals. And then when they get there, they're more there to have fun and they don't actually care about their performance. I almost wonder if it's a touch of that, where they're like, yeah, we're at the end tournament. We're doing good enough now.
I suppose it's possible. I don't know. And Xander let in a bunch of shots that he should have easily been able to stop.
It was scores of 8 and 7 in a couple of games.
10-1.
But then again, oh Jesus Christ! But then again, the 10 and the 8 were on Saturday, right?
Yes.
So, can I just make the claim too? If Xander's watching this, tell him to stop watching because I don't want to feed into him at all.
He's not watching this.
Okay. If Xander has over 40 freaking saves in a game and they're still scoring 8 and 10 points, the rest of the team needs to really step their shit up.
Well, when they play against teams that are faster, they can't get it out of their own zone. It makes it really hard to get off any shots when that's the case.
That's true. You can't really shoot if you're not by the net.
No.
Yeah, that's true. I suppose if the team is just that much faster that they are just constantly in your zone, they're going to have so many shots on goal.
Yeah.
And I guess eventually, like, you have to just get tired of blocking so many shots.
I would have been. They had a power play today. That's another thing. We were shorthanded so much of the weekend that I don't know what the hell. The rest were biased against us or some shit. I don't know. They had a power play today, and I swear they got 9 shots on goal in like a bam, 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 bam. And I'm like, can we clear the puck, ice it, please? And I don't know, for some reason, whenever we're shorthanded, we were shorthanded a lot this weekend, we never ice the damn puck. I don't get it.
Yeah, that's weird. Maybe they just don't like you. Maybe they're like, oh, it's that Captain. It's that Captain Hook guy.
That penis is. Let's just lose on purpose.
It's that Captain Hook guy. What the hell is he doing here on my rink?
It's this is actually kind of similar to what happened 2 years ago. His first year at Scorch, we went to state and made it as a wild card, same as we did this year, and that year we just got piss pounded all 3 games, and at least this year we scored in all 3 of them. And
that's good. I guess it's improvements, right?
Yeah. Be interesting to see what happens next year.
Yeah.
Anyway, enough of that talk. I'm done.
Yeah, you're getting more and more sad as it goes. I can hear it in your voice.
Yeah. So we need to discuss something else. We're having a blizzard coming up tonight.
Oh, so it's hitting you tonight. It's hitting us Monday night into Tuesday.
Yep.
We're expecting 12 to 20 inches.
We're up anywhere between 6 to 9. But
so it must be coming like south of you and then hooking up the coast.
Yeah.
I really don't want 12 to 20 inches. But that means tomorrow when I go in, I got to talk to my boss and find out who I need to call on Tuesday morning if there's 20 inches of snow on the ground.
Ghostbusters.
Who are you going to call? Ghostbusters.
The highway department. Let's see. Tomorrow morning,
God.
I have a client that's 45 minutes away, so I don't know. That's one way too. So I don't know if we get 9 inches of snow. I'm not driving.
Okay, so yeah, so you're in the same boat as me there, because I go to work an hour away.
Usually my work's in town, but on Mondays and Thursdays I drive 45 minutes.
Right, but I'm just saying in this particular case, you understand how I feel for Thursday
Yes.
or Tuesday.
Yes.
I'm like, and the thing is,
Yeah.
if it doesn't snow Monday night, what I might do is I might just pack a bag with a change of clothes and stuff and like a toothbrush and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's a hotel down the road, like a mile and a half, 2 miles down the road. I can get 2 miles in the snow.
Oh, yeah.
Might take an hour, but I can do it. You know,
You're
depends,
really, yeah.
it depends on who else is on the freaking road. That
Well,
jackass in the Maserati's back out there.
If he's out there in a blizzard, then I don't think you'll have any problem passing him
That's true.
because he'll be in the ditch.
That is accurate. Should I tell
Accurate?
the story? Should I tell the story?
Actually, yes. Tell the story.
So, okay.
This is good.
I gotta make sure I get the day right here. I think it was Thursday. I'm gonna just pull up GroupMe real quick because I told Tim the story in GroupMe. I just want to get the day right.
It
was Friday.
That sounds right.
It was
Friday?
Friday. Yeah, it was Friday. So end of the week. It's Friday. We were expecting some snow during the day. It was snowing a little bit during my commute in the morning. It snowed throughout the day. It was picking up towards the end of the day. It was getting a little heavier. It's still not collecting or anything like that. I think in total it might have been like 1.5 inches. So
That's what
really
she said.
small amount of snow. But even though we're in Massachusetts, as soon as the flakes start to fly, everyone loses their mind and forgets how to drive.
Like if it rains in Vegas.
Exactly. Or California.
Yeah.
The problem in California with rain is all their roads are not asphalt. They're cement.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, man. But yeah, so that day, though, I took the truck. I took the Sierra because I was like, I just don't want to deal with it, and my dad's not going anywhere today. So I was like, hey, can I take your truck, Dad? And he's like, yeah, sure. As a side note, it's awesome that my dad trusts me to drive his $55,000 truck.
Trucks are
It's
damn
great
expensive.
that I haven't messed that up yet.
Yes, that's yes. Yes.
Well, he has the Denali package, so he has top-of-the-line everything.
That must be nice.
It's got, like, magnetic adjust suspension. It's the smoothest ride I've ever been in for a truck.
Wow.
It actually, my buddy, he owns a BMW i3. I took him for a ride in the truck, and he was like, that's almost as smooth as my BMW
Beamer.
for a pickup truck. Like,
Pick 'em
let's just think about that one for a second. So I take the truck, and I have, right after I get on, the first highway I get on to go home from work, I have a 30-mile drive on. It's kind of the biggest interstate in the state of Massachusetts, 495. So I'm getting on, and I'm coming up the on-ramp, and I see traffic is barely freaking moving. I'm like, great, it's a parking lot. So the way you're supposed to drive when it comes to merging is in the 2 lanes, they drive all the way down both lanes to the merge point, and then you zipper in. That's how a merge works. So I drive all the way down, because this one has like a 1/4 mile of run lane before you have to get onto the highway. So like you actually get a chance to get up to speed and then get over on normal days.
It's a good length, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's really good. So I go all the way to the end. Well, apparently this guy is pissed that I went all the way down the lane instead of having to sit and wait like he did.
I think he's pissed that his penis is small.
Well, we'll get to that. So there's a truck, like a 18-wheeler, and then there's plenty of gap for me to get in with the truck as soon as the 18-wheeler pulls up a little bit, because I don't want to poke a hole in my bumper with the framework on the back of the truck. Logically, right?
Right.
So I put my directional on. As soon as I do, the Maserati tries to pull up all the way to the back of the truck. Yeah, this guy's in a Maserati. That's right. That's why Tim made the comment about how small his penis is.
Yes.
When you drive a $180,000 vehicle like that, you know, you gotta be compensating for something.
Yes.
So he pulls all the way up. But you know what? I'm like, my car can drive over yours. And you're gonna stop in a car like that.
Yep.
So I'm still coming over. And of course, he's laying on the horn. It's like, you know, pal, what do you want me to do? Drive off of the highway because you're an asshole? I don't think so. I'm bigger than you. So I keep coming over, and of course, naturally, in more ways than one. But naturally, he hits the brakes. And And he backs off. So I pull over into the lane, and he's like riding right behind me now. So we are going forward, and traffic is still backed up, and we're getting to a point where like it's starting to clear up now. Because the biggest problem there is right when I got on the highway, like a mile and a half, 2 miles down the road, is what's known as the lull connector, which is also always a mess.
Lol.
Because it's like 2 lanes of off ramp and like 2 lanes of on ramp, all merging into a 3-lane highway.
Fun.
So it's a mess in that spot. So we get past the lull connector and it opens up a bit. So I merge over to the middle lane, and I'm going. This guy gasses it to go by me and then cuts me off in the middle lane. And then he slams on the brakes when he's in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you're stupid. You have a $200,000 car that's going to get totaled if I tap it. I'm driving a Sierra 1500 with a 6.2 liter V8 in it.
That'd have been tempting.
I'm going to push you. Like, no matter how much brake horsepower that Maserati has, you're going for a ride, pal.
You're going down, down.
And then I go over to the left lane, and he pulls the same stunt.
Yeah.
So at that point, I see that no one's coming up in the middle lane, so I do a move that I'm not super proud of, and that's a no-directional lane change, and then I floor it.
No harm, no foul.
Maserati couldn't keep up.
Well.
We just took the cap off this week, so that's a little bit of weight gone, plus the bed is like totally empty.
Ah.
So, and at this point the roads were only wet, because the snow wasn't accumulating.
Right.
So the roads were wet, so I will just say, pickup truck, 30 to 90, about 6-7 seconds.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's respectable.
So I got away from the asshole driver, and I didn't see him anymore. But it's just like,
Hey, you better not
Jesus
see him again.
Christ. If I see him again in my car, I'm ramming him.
Yeah.
My car is not expensive enough to be concerned.
And he won't know who you are.
Actually, my car is kind of expensive for a 20-year-old, but yeah. Yeah, that guy was just a dickhead.
Yeah.
But let's move on to happier topics now. I've gotten that story off my chest. Hey, Tim, are you a fan of Spinal Tap?
I am, yes.
You know who else is apparently a fan of Spinal Tap?
Besides Spinal Tap?
Well, of course, besides Spinal Tap.
I don't know.
NVIDIA.
Really?
Do you know why I say that?
I don't.
They released the 1080 Ti this past week. They launched it. It has 11 gigabytes of VRAM.
Nice.
And a memory speed of 11 gigabit per second. So you might be thinking to yourself, 11, that's a weird freaking number.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the reason they did 11 is because their Titan X on this platform. By the way, the 1080 Ti, when it launched, it's a $700 card for the Founders Edition. So, of course, it's $700 compared to a Titan X Pascal, which is $1,000. So they chopped off a gig of RAM, and they got rid of the DVI port. So that's what they did in order to make it so they weren't totally killing their Titan X. They got rid of a video port and they chopped it a gig of RAM.
Okay.
Now that
so they
being
weren't
said,
competing with themselves.
Well, they're doing a pretty shitty job of not competing with themselves with a price like that on this card. Because I'll take 90% the performance at 70% the cost any day of the week.
Most people would, yeah.
It's just gotta suck. Because here's the thing about their TI launch. They're way later in the cycle than they normally are for a top-end TI card. So a lot of people were expecting they weren't even going to release a 1080 Ti. So if you just went out and bought a Titan X expecting that they weren't going to do a 1080 Ti and then they dropped this, I'd be pissed.
Yeah.
I would be so pissed. That's like going out and buying an iPhone 7 and the next day they release the 7S. Like,
I still have an SE.
That's newer than my phone. I just have a 6. Does the job.
Did the SE come out after the 6?
Yes, because it was after the 6S that the SE launched.
Okay.
I have a 6 and a 5S. Those are my
Yeah,
phones.
yeah, because it has the 6 chip in it,
Yeah,
which
it
made it
has the
faster
better
than the
chip,
5. Yeah,
and it does the 4K camera. My mom has an SE. She likes it. She likes the smaller sized phone.
same here.
I have too fat of thumbs to do the smaller sized phone.
See, my
Like
problem.
I tried switching back to like the smaller one because I was a fan. I'm a fan of the fact that on the smaller one the phone is a little bit thicker and it feels more sturdy.
Yeah, that's what I like too.
So I like the fact that I don't feel the need to carry a case on it.
I like girth. But yes, it does feel more resistant to like cracks and it just feels well made compared
Exactly.
like Mindy's got a, I don't know what the hell is that, of 6 plus or 6S or something.
6S
I don't know.
Plus. Yeah, it
Yeah,
feels
and
flimsy.
it feels like if I look at it wrong, it'll crack the screen.
Well, that was the thing I was concerned about when I bought my 13-inch iPad Pro. I was like, is this gonna bend?
Do you
So
like
far-
the iPad Pro?
So actually, I ended up trading with my sister because she had
Trading?
gotten a 10-inch iPad Pro for Christmas. So I really liked the 13-inch iPad Pro when I was doing my old job where I found myself in meetings at Starbucks all the time. Because with the iPads, there's an app, there's several apps actually, where you can plug it in via Lightning to your computer or MacBook and use it as a second screen.
Okay.
So I'm sure you can imagine how it's really nice for productivity on the road to have 2 screens.
Yes.
But then I didn't need that functionality as much, and I wasn't using it as much. And I'm finding that the 10-inch tablet is like perfect for just media consumption. Bigger is just ridiculous. Because if I'm going to be carrying around a device of that screen size, it might as well be a Surface Pro. Like,
yeah,
might as well be a Windows device.
Yeah.
Or if Apple would make an iPad Pro, a Pro device with a full operating system.
I've been seeing a lot of ads.
That.
I've been seeing a lot of ads saying that if you had an iPad, if your computer was an iPad Pro, you'd.
Oh, I know. That's such a big thing. I'm actually thinking about getting their smart keyboard cover thing there for mine. Because it's like the skinniest keyboard cover you can get.
Ah.
So I'm thinking about getting it. But it's $130 freaking for a keyboard cover.
That's a lot for just a cover.
As a side note, Razer makes a iPad keyboard case for the iPad Pro, like the 13-inch one.
Razer does?
I saw it a while ago. I'm trying to remember where it is. Yeah, iPad Pro keyboard.
I'm sure.
Oh yeah, it's a mechanical keyboard for the iPad Pro.
Okay.
With backlighting.
Okay.
It's ridiculous. And I gotta find the price on this thing.
It's at least
it's $170.
Yep.
It even makes Apple's keyboard option look cheap. Yeah, what up, Derek? Welcome to the show.
Fucking Razer. Derd?
Yeah, he's in the chat right now.
In Twitch?
68 saves D. He's on YouTube right now.
That's why I don't see him.
Yeah, I don't look at the YouTube chat too much. But yeah, so apparently the reason you would get this case is to be like, I have Apple and Razer. Screw you, I have all the money.
Yes, exactly. I have money to burn here. Rob me, please.
Please grab this extremely thin portable device from my bag. And it's so light that I won't even notice it's gone.
Right.
Please take my please take my $1,300, which I could have used to just buy a good laptop.
And then kick my ass.
Yes, while you're at it, you might as well hit me over the head with it.
Shove this right-handed Naga hex up my ass, please.
Yeah. I still can't believe they don't actually make a left-handed Naga hex.
That's very irritating to me.
Yeah, because it means you have to wait for assholes to make modifications on ones that take way too long to deal with it because they're just incompetent and suck. Does that about sum it up, Tim?
I'm getting close to just being reserved to the fact that it's not gonna happen.
See, here's the thing, and as soon as you reserve to the fact, you're gonna see it come, right? Because that's how it works.
So I should have said, you know what, it's not going to happen. I should have said that back in October.
Okay, so hold on. I know you've heard this before. But like,
Don't do it. Don't do it, Greg.
well, no. So I actually have real backing on this now. I no longer work 4 jobs.
Mm.
I actually have time to do things now.
Okay.
And I will not do my computer case mods until your mouse is done. So I am now stopping myself from doing projects until I finish that project for you.
You heard it, chat.
So that means if I don't have an update saying it's good to go on next week's GNL, everyone attack me. I'm giving you permission. Is it against YouTube term of service to have invoke hate against yourself?
Okay, I don't know. So March 19th.
It will not necessarily be in the mail, but it will be done.
You didn't say it would be. So you heard it. Get on his ass, chat.
Yup. And if I don't do it, tell me how terrible I am and how awful of a friend I am. Yes, that's roughly all the topics I have.
Are you planning on? Did you watch the seeding for March Madness? I didn't.
I didn't this year.
I'm just not.
Has the tournament started?
No. Tonight they were doing the seedings of who's what seed and whatever. The tournament will start. They do like weird playing games now, so I don't know if they're starting Tuesday or Wednesday night, and then Thursday they start the madness. So you got to have your bracket in by Wednesday night, Thursday morning.
Right. Yeah. I haven't done a bracket in years. I didn't follow the season enough this year.
Oh, neither do I, but that doesn't stop us from. We usually try to do
Not
it here.
Not surprising that Villanova's the #1 seed. Not surprising that Kansas is their #1. No, really not surprising that Gonzaga is their #1.
Gonzaga, they're never gonna.
They have the best record right now out of everyone, but are they in the weakest division? They're in San Jose West, or they're in West.
They always crap out.
I'm a little bit surprised at how many losses Duke has on the season.
Well, I think Coach Krzyzewski is getting a little old in the tooth, long in the tooth, I should say.
Yeah. North Carolina is their #1. I'm not super surprised about that.
No. They can just recruit anybody. Same thing with Duke.
Yeah. NC Central is the 16 seed in the Midwest. Mount St. Mary's is the 16 seed in the East, of course.
St. Mary's, yes.
Duh.
I always root for Wichita State and Morehead State.
Oh, Troy is going to get destroyed by Duke in round 1.
Yes, they are.
They're going to get wrecked. Oh, and Wichita I really feel State, like USC is going to...
The Shockers.
Dominate. Or no, SMU is going to dominate Providence.
Heard it here first.
Yes, you did. I'm going out on a limb on that. North Dakota, Jesus Christ. They're 14.
Who's going to be your number 12 upset over number 5?
My number 12 over number 5?
Yep, there's always one.
I got to look at the 12s v 5s. It's not going to be Wilmington upsetting Virginia.
No.
It's
pretty safe in saying that.
Okay, hold up here. The 12 versus 5 upset's probably going to be Nevada versus Iowa State.
The Cyclones.
Because Nevada's at number 12 has a 28-6 record, and Iowa State at number 5 has 23-10. Something seems wrong there.
Could be the opponents. I don't know. Cyclones are pretty solid though.
Or the other 12 and 5 is Minnesota versus Middle Tennessee. I feel like Minnesota is going to be the defeated number 5 seed. Because I'm not sure if Wilmington can pull it off over Virginia. Princeton versus Notre Dame will probably be a pretty close game.
That one could be, yeah. That could be your potential.
I don't know. I think Notre Dame takes it by a little bit. I would be lying if I said I was not a Notre Dame fan.
Do you believe in miracles?
I would be lying if I said I wasn't a fan of the Fighting Irish. They've always been kind of a favorite for me.
Rudy, Rudy, Rudy.
But I don't know. So I hope that's not the upset. But I kind of think it's going to be Nevada takes out Iowa State.
I suppose it's possible.
We'll only find out one way.
That's true. In the next episode.
Well, we'll know by the next one. We should.
That's right. Yes.
So we'll
Because
see if
that'll
I was
happen either
right.
Thursday or Friday.
Yeah. So
Greg's calling a shot.
I am. I do
Down
that
go
on
the
occasion.
Cyclones.
Yeah, down go to Cyclones. Watch them lose on like something stupid, and then everyone just starts flaming this video. Because you know how the internet is, right?
Well,
Every time
Internet's-
something weird happens, it ends up like on the news. GNL show is gonna be on the news, and I'm gonna be like,
Greg's Nostradamus.
tiny YouTuber with no fandom is a sports rigging genius. It's gonna be some sensationalist title like that.
Fake news.
And I'm gonna grow to like 70 million subscribers.
Wow.
And I'm gonna do
Bigger
nothing.
than Poots.
And I'm gonna do nothing but sports videos for the rest of eternity.
Sweet. That's your niche. I can feel it.
Yep, that's got to be my niche. I got to do the sports, the sports and things, sports and stuff.
Sports and stuff with Greg C96.
Yeah, right. Ugh, man. So I think that's I don't know. It's only been like 40 minutes, but it's not a bad
Really?
stopping point, I don't think.
No, I don't really have anything else off the top of my head that I can think
Yeah.
of.
I don't want to like just drag tonight's show into the mud because we have nothing important to say.
Right.
So I think at this point we just roll that outro and say see you guys later.
See you on the
From forth
19th.
the questionable minds of Greg and Liberty, we bring you the GNL show.
We're going down, down.